Hello students, welcome to my video. Today we are going to learn a segment, a ray and a line as sets of points. We have already learned union and intersection of sets in the topic on set. Now let us describe a segment, ray and a line as set of points. Before that, we revise what is meant by union of sets. Suppose A and B are two given sets. Then the set of all elements of set A and B is called union of two sets. Symbolically, it is written as A union B. Let's see one example. Let set A equal to -1, -3, -5, 0 and set B equal to 0, 3, 5 are two sets. Then A union B is what? Union means set of all elements of sets A and B. Therefore, A union B is -1, -3, -5, 0, 3, 5. So, in this way we can calculate union of two sets. Now we will see first is line segment. Line segment means what? You have already learned line segment in previous classes. Now we will see definition of line segment in terms of union. The union set of point A, point B and points between A and B is called segment AB. Segment AB is written as seg AB in short. Segment AB means seg BA, means segment AB and segment BA are same. Here point A and point B are called endpoints of segment AB, and the distance between the endpoints of segment is called the length of segment AB. That means length of segment AB is equal to distance AB. Next is ray AB. Suppose A and B are two distinct points. The union set of all points on segment AB and the points P such that A, B, P means points A, B and P are collinear is called ray AB. Look at the figure. Here ray AB is given. In this ray, point A is called starting point or initial point of ray AB. Then next is line AB. The union set of points on ray AB and opposite ray of ray AB is called line AB. You can see that this is line AB. The set of points of segment AB is subset of points of line AB. Next point is congruent segment. If the length of two segments is equal, then the two segments are congruent. If length of AB equal to length of CD, then segment AB congruent to segment CD. Next point, properties of congruent segments. First property, reflexivity, and property is segment AB congruent to segment AB. Second property is symmetry. If segment AB congruent to segment CD, then segment CD is congruent to segment AB. Third property is transitivity. If segment AB is congruent to segment CD and segment CD congruent to segment EF, then segment AB is congruent to segment EF. Now next point, midpoint of a segment. If AMB and segment AM congruent to segment MB, then M is called the midpoint of segment AB. Look at the figure carefully. In this figure, point A, point M and point B are collinear point, and length of segment AM and segment BM are equal. That means segment AM congruent to segment MB. Therefore, we can say that point M is midpoint of segment AB. Note that every segment has one and only one midpoint. Next is comparison of segments. If length of segment AB is less than the length of segment CD, then it is written as segment AB less than segment CD or segment CD greater than segment AB. Note that the comparison of segments depends upon their lengths. Next, perpendicularity of segments or rays. If the lines containing two segments, two rays or a ray and a segment are perpendicular to each other, then the two segments, two rays or the segment and the ray are said to be perpendicular to each other. Look at the figure carefully. In this figure, segment AB perpendicular to line CD and segment AB perpendicular to ray CD. Next point is distance of a point from a line. If segment CD perpendicular to line AB and the point D lies on line AB, then the length of segment CD is called the distance of point C from line AB. The point D is called the foot of the perpendicular. Remember that the point D is called the foot of the perpendicular. Note that if length of CD equal to A, then the point C is at a distance of A from the line AB. Now we will see some examples in practice set 1.2. First example. The following table shows points on a number line and their coordinates. Decide whether the pair of segments given below the table are congruent or not. In this table, point and their coordinates are given and we have to decide these two pairs are congruent or not. First pair, segment BE and segment AD. We have to decide this pair is congruent or not. Congruent means if the length of two segments is equal, then we can say that the given segments are congruent, and if length is different, then we can say that segments are not congruent. Let's start with solution. First we have to calculate length of segment BE. Therefore length of BE is what? Distance between point B and E. Therefore we can write length of BE equal to distance of BE. To calculate distance, first find coordinate of point B and coordinate of point E. Coordinate of point B is here given that. Coordinate of point B is phi. Write down here phi. Coordinate of point E is 9. Here 9 is greater than phi. Therefore, to find distance BE, we can subtract phi from 9. Therefore, 9 minus phi is equal to 4. Therefore, length of BE is equal to distance BE, which is equal to 4. Therefore, length of BE is 4. This is number 1. Now we have to calculate length of AD. That is, length of AD is distance between point A and D. So first we write coordinate of point A. Coordinate of point A is -3. Coordinate of point D is minus 7. Here minus 3 is greater than minus 7. Therefore we can write minus 3 greater than minus 7. Therefore to find distance between AD, we can subtract minus 7 from minus 3. Therefore distance between AD equal to minus 3 minus of minus 7. Okay, which is equal to minus 3 minus minus get plus 7. Minus 3 plus 7 is plus 4. Therefore length of AD equal to distance between AD, and distance between point AD is what? 4. This is number 2. From 1 and 2 we can conclude that length of BE equal to length of AD. Means here two segments have equal length. Therefore we can say that segment BE congruent to segment AD. Hence segment BE and segment AD are congruent. Now see second pair. Second pair is segment DE and segment AB. Similar way we can decide this pair is congruent or not. Therefore first we have to find length of DE. Length of DE is what? Distance between point D, E. First find out coordinate of point D. Coordinate of point D is minus 7. Coordinate of point E is 9. Here 9 greater than minus 7. Therefore distance between DE equal to subtract smaller coordinate from greater coordinate. Therefore 9 minus of minus 7. Therefore 9 minus minus get plus. 9 plus 7 is 16. Okay, therefore length of DE is 16. This is number 1. Now we have to find length of AB. Length of AB means distance between point A and B. Now find coordinate of point A is given that minus 3. Coordinate of point B is 5. Here minus 3 less than 5. Therefore to find distance between AB, we can subtract minus 3 from 5. That is 5 minus of minus 3. Okay. Therefore 5 minus minus get plus. 5 plus 3 is 8. That means length of AB equal to 8. Therefore from 1 and 2 we can conclude that length of DE not equal to length of AB. Here length of DE is 16 and length of AB is 8. Means lengths are different, which is not equal to. Therefore we can say that segment DE and segment AB are not congruent. Okay, now see next example. Next example is point P is the midpoint of segment CD. If CP equal to 2.5, find length of CD. First draw figure of given information. Given that P is midpoint of segment CD, therefore length of CP and length of PD are equal. Okay. Now we have to write given terms. Length of CP equal to 2.5. Point P is the midpoint of segment CD. Therefore, we can write length of CP equal to length of PD. This is number 1. Now we have to find length of segment CD. Therefore, length of segment CD is length of this segment plus this segment. That is, length of CD equal to length of CP plus length of PD. Therefore, length of CP plus length of PD means length of CP, because P is midpoint of segment CD. Length of CP, reason from 1. Therefore, length of CP is what? 2.5 plus length of CP 2.5, and 2.5 plus 2.5 equal to 5. Therefore, length of CD is 5. Okay. Now see third example. If AB equal to 5 cm, BP equal to 2 cm and AP equal to 3.4 cm, compare the segments. See solution. First write down given terms. AB equal to 5 cm, BP equal to 2 cm, AP equal to 3.4 cm. Here phi is greater than 3.4 and 3.4 is greater than 2. That is, length of AB greater than length of AP, which is greater than length of BP. Therefore, we can say that segment AB is greater than segment AP and segment AP is greater than segment BP. In this way, we can compare given segments. Okay. Now see last example. Write the answers to the following questions with reference to the below figure. First question. Write the intersection set of ray PQ and ray RP. Here we have to write intersection set of ray PQ and ray RP. Ray PQ means ray PQ, this ray, and ray RP means this ray. Intersection means common points. Therefore, here common points are this ray. This ray is common. Therefore, answer is ray PQ. Therefore, intersection set of ray PQ and ray RP is ray PQ. Ray PQ. Second question. Write the union set of ray PQ and ray QR. Union means combine all points. Ray PQ means this ray, and ray QR means this ray. Here we combine these two rays, then we get line RQ. Therefore, the union set of ray PQ and ray QR is line RQ. Line RQ or line PQ. Third example. Write the pair of opposite rays with common endpoint R. Endpoint is also called as starting point. Therefore, answer is what? common endpoint is R, means ray start from point R, therefore RP, suppose ray RP, and opposite ray of RP is ray of this side, that is ray RS or ray RT, any ray you can choose, ray RT. Therefore ray RP and ray RS is the pair of opposite rays with common endpoint R. In this way, you can solve remaining examples in practice set 1.2. I hope you understand. Thank you.